Oh, you guys are gonna love this. So I could not find this, which was my diode I took out. I did find a three-legged one, which looks just quite similar to this one right here. And I just bent that leg up, and it works as it is a 600 volt 10 amp super fast. This one's a glass, the other one wasn't glass. Whatever, whatever, what do you want from me? I mean, here's the deal. I just wanted to do something, show life, because if not, it's a parts guy, because I got a pile. If you look right over there, I got a pile of them right here. Whoosh, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of them works. I know that I've already got it going. It was a simple, boring capacitor job. But try to get some of the other ones working. One I found out in the rain up at the dump, and like it was rusted on the back and that, so I imagine that one's probably gonna be parts. So I'd like to get this one going if possible. That'd be nice. But yeah, bending the leg out, and then oh yeah, the final touch is right here. I already got these gooped up, but yeah, look at this. Oh, I gotta put the screw in the middle and tighten it down right there. One more. That did it. Yup, right through the donut hole. They made it that way, see? They're smarter than you think. I'm telling you. So, let's get the capacitor that's off by 100 microfarads of being the right capacitor. And again, I don't need this to crank out. If it fires up and works, that's great. Then I can get the right stuff for it. If not, it could be parts. But I mean, we're just looking pretty much right now on the primary side, so we haven't even taken a look at the secondary side. Oh, that's my diode. I gotta put that in too. I was wondering why that didn't have any solder on it. It looked pretty ugly if you look right here. So we'll get this capacitor put in and looking good. Again, it had real nice low ESR. Oh, I want it to get down on the board more. If I can, try to get the heat down to the board. And just trying to get something in there just to see any sign of life. Once I see life, then I can make a better decision of getting the right parts ordered and that, and doing it the right way, you know? Kind of like we're still in trial mode. Make sure that's nice and tight. Just doesn't want to go down the bottom. I'm going to trim that lead leg. Just so it gets that solder right tight to the board. I don't like it hanging way up in the air. That should do it. Okay, diode. Oh, it's got to have junk on it. Yeah, a little dirty. But anywho, I think I'm going to go with some more heat. Boy, this board really, I'll give it that. It really wicks that heat right away. Bump to 420, especially on this one. With the way the legs are, I had the legs are short on the hole, so it doesn't come all the way through the board. Which I'm really going to want it nice and hot right there for that double diode, but it's actually a single diode that I'm using it for. Nice. And this is the one I want nice and hot right to the board. I want to simmer right down inside there. That leg good. Nice amount of flux. And at least we could try it and see if we got anything at all showing signs of life here. So that's that. Trim off the legs first. Let me get this, let's see, quenched. Oh, there was one, yeah, right here. I wanted to hit this. I got some good flux on it. I'm gonna get that down to the board. I don't like it sticking way out like that. That's my power in legs. Almost acts like it did. The pad was bent up. Might have been when I pushed that through. It's a little better. Wasn't such a big just glob of crop there. Okay. Cut this down and get it ready to be plugged in. And at least then we'll know if nothing or it pops or whatever. We'll figure something out. Something from something. Okay, I got my meter. Okay, now I can't see with that light in my face. Let's get this down. This is plugged in. I just need to flip the switch for that. And this is my plug. Oh, I'm not using my plug. I'll run it through my dim bulb. I need to unplug this. Because I disconnected that so I could get at it a little better. Naturally. Clipped on. Get some AC going to this. Not yet, of course. This is just a gator clip here. If you look, it's just got some sleeving over the end. This one does, just to, so even if they touch, it won't spark. Crap flying everywhere over here. We'll get this to DC. And make sure these aren't touching. Them two can, these aren't, and I don't want them to. Then I'm going to have to jump this too. This is one of them. Oh, my jumper's long gone. I'll jump it with my tweezies. Whatever. Let it roll. Okay, these aren't touching. Nothing else is touching. No noise. Do I have a light? Is that a light? Oh! I heard something twizzle when I hit the power to it. I don't think it liked it though. Yeah, it didn't like it. I'm drawing no power. DC, hello. Yeah, it's looking more and more like a nightmare. Nothing. Check my octocouplers. Oh, check my V voltage regulator. It's backwards, I can't. Negatory is here. Nothing. Whole lot of nothing. Fan. Nothing. Furnace has to kick on. I'm just trying to listen for life or anything here. I'm trying to actually tell if this LED over here No, it's not. I thought it was just lit, just a smidge. So now what? You got 10,000 of them. It could be. I mean, look, there's all kinds of crap down in there. What do we got? Well, we got our run. I still haven't seen our running IC, which would be the one that runs these two transistors that then run the main chopper transformer to give us our outputs of different 5 volt, 3 volts. And I don't have a standby, so what good is it to jump it here? That's a startup. So without the standby, I'm pretty much SOL. So yeah, I'm pretty much wasting. But you get the hell over here, you damn thing. All good on main. Let me see here. Gray. I got gray to ground. Gray to ground. I did check the switch too when I was offline there. The switch, I pulled out the TL. It was a TL431. That was good. So it wasn't that. We're just drawing zero. We're drawing 0 amps, watts, nothing. So, but we don't even have standby. So I mean, standby is, you know, milliwatts. And we don't even have that. So I mean, we got a big fat 0, which that means lots and lots of testing. I did test all these transistors. You see there's 4 in that side, 4 over here, and they're actually giving odd numbers, but I mean, they're gonna, until you pull them out of circuit, test each one. That's how they are. They're just odd like that. So this is looking more and more like a lost cause. I mean, I'll shut it down and try to fire it one more time, because it did pop or something. I can't tell if this stupid furnace has to be on every time I try to do something. Guaranteed. It's really annoying at some point. It's almost laughable. And I got, so it looks like my run, I'll call it my run IC, is right down in here. Little 4-pin jobber. Or is that 6? I can't tell. Looks like it's missing leg. I don't know. And then it looks like this is going to be our PFC, our power factor control board. Which, that's a whole nother. It's about, power factor is about your voltage and your amperage coming through and being on the same, being in what the hell's the word, conjunction, I guess. I don't know, there's another fancy word for it. I can't think of it. I'm gonna give it a click on again, and I want to at least test the octocouplers, which are these guys right here, because these should tell me something. Now, these are, it's always, you got to find the primary from the secondary. So these are pretty much your feedback, is what your octocouplers are. They are, the way they work is they have a sense. There's a voltage divider, sense voltage, and it comes into the octocoupler here, and that light is off until the voltage gets too high, and the voltage across here will turn on a light. It's a photosensor inside the octocoupler here. Get it in camera, for God's sakes. Inside here. And on the other side is the photocell. When it sees that light, it then starts to conduct, and it wants to shut the circuit down, is what the way it works. So I hope that made sense. About as much sense as I can make of it. The only other thing I want to do is try the green, because I do have, see, it's different for different ones, and I couldn't find the exact, we'll say data sheet for this board that I really wanted to find. It's kind of, it's all lost cause, whatever. So we'll see if the green light comes on. I ain't promising nothing. That's right here. Nothing. No draw, no nothing. On the watts. And I did test that switch. Tested that resistor and the 431, that red odd. So I'm going to go try the green. It's not even worth testing voltages until I got to have at least a milliwatt on my watt meter here. If I can find it. There it is. See it right here? That thing tells me what's going on. This thing's all over. Sorry about that. It's so frustrating to do all that work and get nowhere. Tested all them, and they all actually tested very similar. That was the weird thing. They tested odd, but they all tested odd. And nothing. See, now standby would be this is on green, which means I at least got my little transformer right here is actually functioning. And is what that's doing is it's waiting for a signal from your remote that says, hey, start up, and then it kicks. That could be the little 6-pin deal down there, telling that to fire up. I'm not totally sure. These things are really complex, to be honest with you. But let's see if I can't get in here on my octocouplers and make sure. See, even that's not going to matter. They're all going to have nothing on them. They have no reason to have anything on them. We have no standby. .81. That one's 0. Still got 0 draw. Let's see if I can't. Let me think now. Let's see, there's stuff hanging everywhere. It's so freaking tricky with these damn things. See, now these are pumping. See, I need to get to know if I have voltage to my IC, which is telling it to turn on. So I need to know if that has feedback, and right now it has nothing. So it's a lost cause on that one. Pretty much a lost cause, a lot of boringness until I can figure out what's exactly going on here. I gotta do something where I can get down in there and see what is going on, because I can't see nothing from what I'm just looking from here. Need to get the readout on that chip. Try one other thing. Yes, I'll try this. Try to just put my meter in somewhere you guys can see it. Just put it on oscilloscope and see if I can't find if these are doing anything. Sure, I got voltage in. Yeah, voltage is going in. So we're going in, going through. I checked the bridge rectifier. That was testing good. Let me test that capacitor. Across that capacitor should be DC. It's going to be negative because I got it backwards, of course. Ooh, I don't have anything in my cap, do I? No. Why is that? Nothing on the capacitor. And I mean, I had my bridge rectifier was good. So now, I mean, could it be as dumb as a thing as a fuse? There's no way, is there? There isn't a glass fuse, but I am pretty sure that this is my fuse right here. I can't see what's on top of it. But that would be the next. I'm going to shut it down and we're going to go. I like diode mode. It ain't going to beep, but it'll tell me what my voltage drop is. I like that. Actually. God. Fuck. Sit. Okay, this is what I believe is the fuse. And that's open. Yep. It's open. I'm positive that's the fuse. Let me pull that. Oh, come on. Don't need to have that on. So you gotta have a good fuse before you can have anything else work. Ahead of the cart there. Is this the fuse or not? Give me a second here. I gotta read all the fine print on this. And it's not even labeled. How can it not be labeled? That's unbelievable. I think this is a Class X capacitor. Yeah, it's an X2 capacitor. It still should have had a voltage on it, though. How am I losing? Boy, this is looking dumber and dumber on my part. So you're telling me that this is the fuse, then? Boy, I'd swear that that's the same as that, and that's going to be my suppression cap. But what in the heck do I know? So that's a suppression Class X too, which means X means it goes across the mains. And that's just a suppression cap. So again, I can't really get in there very well for this, but so is that a fusible resistor then, or fusible glass fuse right there then? You see how much fun these things are flipping around. That's the one thing that's so... I'll have to come up with a jig or something to hold onto the board, to, especially when you have it like plugged in. That's the hardest because you got live here, there, and everywhere, and you want to flip it over to, like I was trying to test on that capacitor. I mean, how impossible. So right here. So we come in, and how can that be it? It goes into the same thing. Come on. I mean, this is getting nuts. Just not into it today. Not in the mood. I'd be flipping kidding me. Such. Alright. Right where this is straight ahead. So it's here. Now we're touching.